All right, okay, and we're back. We have Brandon versus David. Val against Blue Sun.
All right, so what are you thinking? Thinking DLR Val, or are you thinking good stuff Val?
I think it's DLR Val. I like good stuff Val, but the DLR Val is the flavor of the week.
Oh,
so.
Absolutely. And then Blue Sun here for Brandon. So
I know it's switched.
Oh. All right, so David is playing Blue Sun, Brandon here playing Valencia. So it looks like we're playing Glacier, Oversight AI.
I mean, Oversight AI is very good against Val.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Getting it a res, curtain wall, just put it out there. I mean, you can even use it on anything against Val. You're going to throw something out in your scoring server, oversight it.
It reduces the effectiveness of the Blackmail a lot. So,
I mean, especially when you're Blue Sun, when you're trying to score out of an actual server, you got to get something rezzed out there.
Yes, this is not one of Val's favorite matchups, and it's definitely the DLR. So we'll see it in action here.
I think it's I don't think there's any question here anymore.
So that's a good start. You got the drug dealer, daily cast, and the wireless.
You got the draw going.
Draw money and
right. So this is a new card that came out of the set. It's 1 to res, 2 to trash, 6. You get 6 credits on it, and you get 2 at the start of your turn.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a nice little card. So CVS out of David here.
So we saw one of his teammates' hand there talking about something.
Yep.
Interested. It's good. We can start to see the table top. We didn't see any of that.
No, right. All right. So I mean, David's hand is not very good. There's not really a lot of stuff to do with it. So it looks like Jagt.
I'm a little surprised just throwing that asset out on its own, but the Val deck does generally get pretty poor because the drug dealer takes all of her money.
Right, absolutely. I mean, Val is at what? She's gonna be at $2 for return. So,
I mean,
and the hard part is when you're spending money to trash those assets, you're not gonna play anything.
Yeah. When you play this Val deck, it teaches you that drugs are expensive. You know? That's the lesson.
That's true. So, you think Brandon here? You think you're gonna check anything?
What do we got?
I'm not sure if that is.
I couldn't see it very well, unfortunately.
So,
okay, so he's checking RD.
Yep. Oh, trashing. Okay, so trashing and Ash. Running again. Yep. See another one. Looks like. I think that might have been a team sponsorship there.
Yeah.
Now, is that an off-campus apartment?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Which is a key part of this deck. It just makes you draw so many cards.
Oh, absolutely. Well, with Val being 50 cards, I mean, the key for setting up is just draw. Getting multiple drug dealers in play.
Well, he's been getting value out of this campaign.
Oh, absolutely. So. I'm a little surprised with the 2 trash costs and the bad pub that Brandon hasn't just, trashed it for 1.
Did you like the trashing of the Ash?
No, I don't think you needed to. There's nothing. I mean, he's not scoring anywhere right now.
Oh man, he snuck out an agenda.
Snuck out an agenda.
So seeing this.
I think David would have liked to be able to get that with a counter, but in the spot that he has with no ice, I think it's fine play.
So I think this is good because you really do need to play fast against this Val deck. You can't just be slow at all because she'll mill you.
Absolutely.
So sneaking out agendas like this while they're all setting up and dirtling.
Well, and the other thing is now it forces Brandon to have to check everything.
Yeah. Like this, where
you have the bad puppy. You absolutely trash it. There's no reason not to. And so this is interesting. So now he's trashing it.
Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't have done that earlier.
Right.
But.
Well, I think David was pretty happy to make $3 off of that.
Oh man.
RF top. It's rough.
All right. Well, Brandon turned it around there. That was good. Great turn for him.
Yep. So 2-2 here. So it looks like to me, so Jackson, we have multiple Jacksons, I think, in hand, right?
Yep.
So there you go. Looking for some ice.
Yeah, looking for something in oversight, probably.
Probably. Just anything to oversight right now. I wouldn't even consider possibly oversighting that spider web and trying to score something behind it. I know you wished you had something a little bit meatier, so you didn't have to worry about parasite or something.
And I think that's actually what he consulted his teammate about. Was you see him pointing at 2 cards in his hand, like, "Hey, should I do this?"
Right.
All right, what do you discard here?
I don't think you just.
Not the ice.
No. I think you can discard the Jackson or the.
Oh no, not the oversight.
No, you need the oversight against this matchup.
Yeah. That was a tough one, but
Agenda.
was it an agenda?
Yeah. I think
Okay, I mean he does have the Jackson in play.
I think it was an oak count that he discarded.
All right, street pedaling.
More draw.
Just playing everything on that off-campus apartment.
Just playing that solitaire.
Ooh, 2 Fausts.
Getting those aces out on the table.
All right, well he has the Fausts when he needs them.
All right, so looking at the top of R&D. It's trashable, whatever it is. He's deciding. Not trashing it. So paparazzi in hand. Although I think against Blue Sun, you're probably not too. Wow. So he's
Really?
using to trash it.
Really?
Interesting. Okay.
What did he trash there?
I'm not sure what.
Corporate Town?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes sense. I mean, Corporate Town is tech against this
Absolutely.
deck.
Yep. No, that makes
So,
sense.
and at the very least, it forced him to burn a fall guy
Right.
before he
I
wanted.
think if you're David, you're happy seeing that happen.
Yeah.
Whether or not.
Oh, it can be prevented.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you thinking? You have no agendas yet, so.
Okay, so I like this Blue Sun deck. Then it seems like a deck built just to counter the Val deck.
I think so.
We'll see if we can go the distance.
Maybe throw that spiderweb, start protecting R&D.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Yep.
Letting all these free R&D runs has been pretty bad so far. So.
And another campaign. No.
I think that probably should have happened a turn or two earlier.
I agree. And taking a credit.
Yeah.
Right, so, Brandon really looking for DLR.
Data pass goes away, gets the scrubber.
Trash. Alright, so now we can afford to trash things.
Huh.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Interesting Blue Sun deck. It's got a lot of cool toys in it.
I think you were right that this deck is very, very clearly built specifically to counter Val.
Yeah.
I think Davies is getting the matchup that he wants. So
the beautiful thing about Bad Pub and Scrubber is free Jackson Howard.
Right.
Trash.
So you gotta pop Jackson.
I mean, he'd like to get the Corporate Town back in.
Yep, I think you take that, and so Lucian's face down, and
He didn't put the Corporate Town back in.
that's interesting. Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised.
Oh, well, at least one was an agenda.
Yep, we knew that.
So
hedge fund agenda, and I don't know if you have one more. Again, I am really surprised with as much work Corporate Town can do on this deck that you wouldn't.
yeah.
All right, so David is getting a little direction, I think here, but Brandon, considering all the draw he's had, he doesn't have all the pieces ready for it.
Yeah. You see David's team consulting.
Yep.
This is the beauty of a team format here.
Yeah.
So you have 3 players all collaborating together.
That's one of my favorite aspects about the event is being able to communicate with each other.
Alrighty.
All right.
Reses.
Yep. So obviously with the scrubber, it's not going to cost a whole lot to go after that.
Yeah.
I think David is really hoping to see if he survives. I think anything with strength more than 2, he'd probably be happy with right now. I gotta imagine David in a Blue Sun deck is probably packing 17 ice minimum. I would think. So I think he's really disappointed that he hasn't been able to see anything this early. So,
I mean, he's in a tough spot because he can't really throw out his assets anymore with the scrubber out there.
And you don't want to throw out another Jackson. You don't want to waste it here.
Yeah. Draw a card.
I guess. Play hedge fund. Alright, so throwing down the campaign. See if Brandon runs it. I can't imagine Brandon won't run it. There's not a whole lot of reason for him to.
Well, okay. So he actually didn't run it, and then David brought it back with the blue sun ability.
So free $1 for David, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Something. Why not?
It makes sense to do it with the scrubber on the
Sure.
board.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Alright, so ice, over
Here we
silent
go.
redraw. Oh, that's
Told
a good
it.
ice. That's a good one to get there.
I think David was really happy to see
Yes,
that.
absolutely. Finally feel comfortable trying to score anything.
Yeah.
Val doesn't play with a lot of money. So Ash, Caprice, those are all great cards, against the LR.
Yep. All right. So, there we go.
So we're getting that point next turn. I think you drop the Oak Town and you go to town.
Yeah, I think so too.
That pun was not intended. I didn't mean that.
It was beautiful.
I'm sorry. I really apologize. It's terrible.
I approve of puns.
Right, so Brandon's making an actual run.
Wow.
Wow.
So turning off. Oh, okay, that's not true, but
Well, it's still going to cost Faust two to get through this. So
but he's making it so the only place that he's going to be able to blackmail really is archives.
he's going to get 3 for R&D, 2 for hand, 3 plus 3 credits for that remote. I think David's pretty happy with it. Yeah, the rough opening, I think he sorted his defense up pretty good. All the ice he has is very good against Faust. So, looks like we're Fausting on the remote. Using the fall guy.
Ditching.
So, it looks like Joshua V, Paparazzi. Did he have 3 credits? I thought he only had 2. Oh no, he had 2. He had 2 from
Okay.
Daily
So
Cast.
this makes sense. I mean, he's just going in to kill the Tolbert. Like, sure.
Yep. He doesn't have enough money. He's 1 credit short, I think, right, of trashing it. The scrubber plus, yeah, he's 1 credit short. You're trying to figure out clicks here, I think, right?
So that was good for Brandon. I mean, he did get rid of the toll booth, but it was costly.
Hey, Dan.
What's this stupid deck?
So I think David, I know he would have wished that he could have kept that show booth. Would have been valuable.
Oh, this is awesome.
But I think David,
He went 6-2.
you got to be frustrated with David not to be able to draw any ice this late in the game already.
Yeah.
We've seen 3 pieces the whole game so far. No curtain walls.
Okay, Brandon has the data leak reversals in hand.
Yep.
So I wonder if he'll start to get on the mid trade soon.
You need money. I think that's all you can do. Oh yeah, there you go. So Brandon's got the DLR in hand. So I think you just start doing it. Why not?
Does he have enough of the engine set up for it? We'll
Well,
see.
I think the problem is, so he only has 1 fall guy.
Yeah. We've seen that one fall guy earlier.
Yep. So it'd be really risky to put it out now. Yep.
Shard.
Because David's got the money if he needs to. He can start trashing things.
He's setting up for it.
He is. Oaktown draw, not what David wants to see. So Jackson, yep. You just really need some ice. There's the toll booth. All right, that's a good start. You just drop the toll booth
Steady
right over
business.
that Jackson,
Yeah.
or you drop it. Yeah, I think you just drop it over Jackson. I mean, you're gonna get stuck getting milled next turn, but there's not a whole lot you can do. Yep. Yeah, I think it's fine.
I mean, he's got Jackson in play, and he has enough money to.
You can res it. You need to bring it back to his hand.
Well, let's see. So he's got. There's only one wireless net pavilion in play, so it's going to cost.
I think the next turn, I think his idea next turn is to throw it on the Oaktown, try and push it out, you know, with that Ash. You know, with Branding having it set up.
He
you know,
popped the Jackson already.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I was curious what you...
To get like oversight.
And that could be my guess, maybe the total with back.
Huh.
So, yeah, I'm kind of curious. He didn't force Brandon to have to waste a clip running. I would have waited until he started DLRing, you know, to make sure that there was anything in there. Alright, so I think if you ran in, you just...
Oh, okay. He did this because he wants to put something in that remote.
Okay.
Or no? Right? I mean, that would make sense. But no, okay.
No? Okay.
Don't know why.
Interesting. So you just mill a bunch of cards here, right? If you're Brandon. 2 Jackson's gone. I think if you're Brandon, you just mill cards. You know, I mean, what else do you have to do?
Looks like he's decided against it. He didn't Joshua B.
Huh. Thinking maybe he's looking for more pieces so that David can't just trash that off-campus apartment.
Yeah, he might be looking for like one more wireless net pavilion.
Yep. Because Brandon would need 8 right now to trash that off-campus.
I feel like I don't think it's correct to look for the third fall guy.
I guess I don't see any reason why Brandon couldn't just start. So, turns. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Ash.
The Ash to protect the corporate down.
So now we can start trashing everything on that table. No prevention allowed. It's huge.
See, this is where it would have been nice if he had like milled 5 cards last turn.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. I was really surprised, Brandon. I mean, with everything on the table, if David was going to trash it, it wouldn't have mattered if Brandon started milling anything yet.
Well, he's
Right,
got
so
the blackmail, but the Ash
The
is
Ash
gonna
is
kick
there,
him
yep.
out.
So you definitely res the Ash. I mean, Brandon's sitting on 3 credits. Yep. So you just leave it at trace. Bump it by 1, right? That's all you need. I mean, I guess theoretically you could pop the fall guy. But I think if you're David, you're okay with him popping the fall guy.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
No. So yes, Ash is not like Caprice. You do have an action window to res Ash.
All right, so he's just calculating how much to
Yep,
spend.
so you just pump it by 1. Because it's going to get trashed. I mean, he has the scrubber and the bad pub.
Yeah.
So you just got to make sure it doesn't get popped this turn. You also got to make sure you have enough money to res that toll booth. Yep, David's doing the math. I mean, he has to spend 2, because Brandon with the bad pub
Yeah, so
has 6.
I wonder what he's discussing right now. Like, what are they trying to figure out?
I think they're trying to decide how much to pump the trace by. Yep. So 3, I think, is what he needs, right? Brandon. Oh, so.
And then he trashed the Ash. Yeah.
Okay.
So like we thought, it just
Yep. Well, I mean, Brandon could have pumped the trace.
10-minute warning just went out.
All right.
All right, and then
So we're running in. Yep. So now you res the Tobu. Yep. I mean, Brandon does have the credits and the cards, so he can get through if he wants to.
right.
So you gotta spend $3 on it. And the bad pub, so there's 2.
Huh.
I think you're Brandon, unless there's something he's really holding in his hand that he needs. I mean, David's.
I mean, this leaves him with a toll booth res, so it's.
So it looked like he bounced.
True.
So he didn't break it with Faust. I'm a little surprised. Well, I guess he's already used the scrubber, so we wouldn't have enough money to trash it anyways, right?
Yeah, I think so. All right.
Yep.
Blue Sun getting their
Yep.
money through trickery.
Yep.
And here comes the corporate town. Oh no,
So
does not work.
So turn of order would be he gets to pull something. You get to decide, right? So you can pull something back to your hand. That's start of turn. Blue Sun, right?
right, but I think maybe the start of turn period
Okay.
has already happened then. So that's what it looks like.
Sure. So make money, hedge fund. Yep. So, but I really do think Brandon wish he had another fall guy or
Yeah, or another
wireless
wireless.
pavilions. Feel more comfortably forced with selling anything. I mean, David's in a tough spot. He's not in any position to win anything.
But he's in position
Well, lose.
to disrupt the combo.
That's right.
And he has a res toll booth, so with no oversight on it. It's just straight up res.
Considering David's only seen 4 pieces of ice, he knows there's still a lot of his deck that he can
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's saying no. It's worth it to kill this corporate town.
So,
What's interesting about this game is it's all been about just, hey, I'm gonna try to disrupt your combo,
Yep.
and Brandon has been just focusing real hard all game on trying to stop the disruption.
so if you're Brandon, do you run? I mean, so it looks like
he's doing it.
money, 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 and then run, right?
Yeah.
So 3. Yep.
I mean, it's not. The corporate town would be a beating because
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so 6. Yep. You lose 2 and a bad pub. Yep, that's fine. Then you discard 3 cards. Off campus. Another Faust. Yep.
I don't know. This might just be overextending, but
Then you use the scrubber. +1. Yep. I mean, the nice thing for David is, Brandon hasn't been able to spend any money to actually install anything either.
yeah.
So there you go, ice. Yep. Yep.
And
there
the
we go.
Oaktown. There we go.
There you go.
We knew this was coming.
There it is. So Brandon in a good position.
I mean-
Sorry, David in a good position.
Yeah, this is the thing. They fought so much over that corporate town that now he's saying, okay, I can score agendas
Absolutely.
now. Like, go ahead, mill me some cards. Got this.
I mean, obviously the fear is, they have a blackmail. You can get through that. You can get through that server.
Yeah.
But we can see that currently Brandon does not have a blackmail. So David's in a good spot here to really extend his lead. With about 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes left in the round, David could easily push this out if he really has to do a timed win.
Same old things.
Same old
Get the
thing
blackmail.
for the blackmail. Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. Oh, that top deck draw is pretty rough.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. Yep. Nope, wait.
They backed up.
We backed it up. Oh, okay, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yep. So it looks like, it was.
shouldn't the same old thing be trashed?
That's. What? Did they just forget to trash it?
Or were there two? And
Maybe there were 2? Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. All right,
I don't know
well,
what the chat says. So. Oh, there we go. Now it's trashed.
okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so we're not going crazy.
Yeah.
There.
I was saying, I'm pretty sure that should be in the trash.
All right. So I know David loved to get another Corporate Town. You already have 2 Jackson. I think the hard part of putting a Jackson on there is that's your last one. And then Brandon has no reason not to start milling. It's a daily business. Pretty good draw. I think you play the daily business show. Absolutely. Yep. I think that's a great play. Any picks?
Yeah, this has been an interesting game. I mean, Brandon looks pretty darn favored.
Yep.
He's got an account siphon.
He does.
Turntable. Oh, another blackmail. Oh boy.
Wow.
Just excited about that.
Yeah, I think so.
Excited.
So Josh will be discarding. Yep.
Faust, man. Just
It's good. So, yep. So there's the account siphon. For as strong as that card is, I wish the card was higher cost to install.
yeah, I think so too.
I think 5 or 6 would have been perfectly fine. Faust single-handedly fixed all of Anarch's consistency problems.
Yeah.
With one card.
Because it's an entire breaker suite in one card. I mean,
Absolutely. And most Anarch decks love to draw anyway, so dishing a few cards for them isn't a big deal. Plus, it immediately pressures every server.
Alright, Street Peddler.
What do we got? It's like a.
Well, I wasn't able to see any of the cards in it, but.
So Blackmail again.
Oh, Blackmail. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm a little surprised by that
Yeah,
Blackmail.
I'm not sure he's afraid of being put down there. Maybe the Corporate Town. Brandon would have to discard the rest of his hand to get through that server.
Hands everywhere now.
Alright, so it looks like they're starting to track clicks, I believe, with the dice. So Blackmail. David.
Okay.
Oh, so he discarded the Blackmail. Oh, no. So the
Blackmails
David
from
came
the
off the
server.
Street Peddler.
Yeah, David
Yep.
from the Street Peddler
Yep.
used David to break through the toll
Yep.
booth.
Yep.
And we see daily business.
You gotta trash that. Absolutely.
But I mean, see, this is why. I mean, I guess the Corporate Town is just forcing him to fear any random
I
thing
think
in
so.
there. But
I think you throw anything down there and, Brandon immediately fears the Corporate Town. So run.
oh, wow, just a random
Just a
run.
random run. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it
Keeps
puts,
him poor.
Yeah, that's right. David's doesn't have any money. So David would love a Hadrian's Wall into an oversight A. I'm still surprised how few ice we've seen from David still.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen a curtain wall yet.
No.
All right, so throw something into the toll booth server. Throw us out.
Yep, another
Two
daily
more.
business
Okay,
show of campaign, and I'm not sure what was in the actual read.
Just spam in the field.
You got him. Right time, you're trying to slow Brandon down as much as possible. So forcing him to run on things means he has less time to actually deal R.
Yep.
So there's the Wireless Pavilion.
Oh, another one.
So run in one remote, trash it. Might as well. Yep. Just cost you your scorer.
Yep.
That one. Ooh. You gotta trash the daily business. You can't let them get the extra draw, I think.
Yeah, and Brandon agrees.
Yep.
And so was the agenda in the toll booth server. I mean, it seems like it might be pretty reasonable.
I think
He's
so.
expended a lot of blackmails.
Yep. There's no, I don't see any same old things on the table. Looks like he milled and ran.
No, I think he just ran it.
Oh, okay.
All right, what was it? It was just another
It looks
version.
like it was the Jackson, I think.
Yeah.
So, Rising Jackson, hitting Jackson. Oh, there's the Adrian. How much you would love to see an oversight AI?
And again, he draws.
Agendas. Oh.
I mean, he has an intern, so he could try to work with Corporate Town again, but he's got 2 wireless net pavilions out. I mean,
So I think you start throwing some of the agendas in there. You keep the corporate. Or the, I think the global food is fine.
I don't think David's gonna have enough time just
I don't
left
think
in the
so either,
round
no.
to pull this out.
I mean, this has been an absolute war between. I really think this is gone in Brandon's favor because I just don't think David's gotten the draws in here.
Yeah.
You know, he's been stifled on Econ, no oversights, you know, really, outside of that early Tober.
And time is just called.
So it looks like Brandon here is going to walk away with the timed win. So Brandon gets one more round here, right? One more turn?
I think so.
So I think if you're Brandon, you just mill 4 cards and then run.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
There's no reason you can't lose.
seems like the correct play.
Actually, with the shard, you just mill 5 cards and then charge it up.
Yeah.
So Jackson being used.
But yeah, basically fighting all that fighting over Corporate Town ended up just delaying the game for Brandon and
Absolutely.
letting Val just gain incremental advantage.
There it is. 4. So, looks like 1 point away from victory. So it looks like it's going to end up being a timed win for Brandon here.
Yeah.
I bet Brandon would have really liked to see that last point, but yeah, I think it's David. You feel rough. I mean, you put up a great fight against Val. You just didn't get the draws that you needed.
Yeah.
Another case of your deck just not giving what you're looking for when you need it.
What's really interesting is that deck felt like an anti-Val hate deck.
It did.
And yet still, it just got ran over.
Lack of
you know?
econ, you know, not getting the oversights on the
Yeah.
cards that he needed.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Well done for Brandon, and I think